All right.
So
Well,
can we
hello.
start? Hello.
Yeah, I think so. Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm going to be the host for today's conversation. Would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Yeah, of course. So I am
Great.
Emin. Currently, I'm Salesforce consultant, and also right now I'm instructor at Vice Quarter. So yeah, I have been in IT field since 2019, and I involved some data analysis projects, and after that I started to work on Salesforce.
Awesome. That's great. What got you into IT? Why did you choose to move into IT as a profession?
I have been always interested in the IT field, technology and new trends. So that's why I started to work on it. So yeah.
Oh, great. I know that a lot of people have interests in IT overall, though. What maybe drew you into Salesforce in particular?
Specifically, why Salesforce is the for me is the beginning of my Salesforce road. It was coincidence when I saw the Salesforce. I thought that yeah, why not? Let's start it.
Right.
So after then, when I getting working on it, getting understand its structure, it's the way how it offers the automation of the future. So it caught my interest. Then I concentrated to understand its mechanics, its technologies, and etc. I can say.
That sounds great. At that point, were you interested in the certifications, or maybe can you tell me about some of the certifications that you may need or that you've acquired, and what type of positions those certifications help you move into?
Yeah, of course. First of all, there are three paths that you can follow in Salesforce. The first one is a
Mhm.
developer path. If you the developer, so what developer does in Salesforce, it creates automations and etc. So if developers want to continue this career, they can obtain the developer certificate, and also the second path will be admin certificate, which gives a structure admin
Okay.
tax. So there's second option is the admin test administrator certificate, and third one is the business side of mostly business side of the Salesforce. So which with, as a role is it's business analyst, so they can have a sales cloud consultant or sales cloud service cloud consultant, which are the Salesforce clouds, so they can own its business side of Salesforce, which called the cloud certificates and also consultant certificates, I can say.
Oh, great. So you can either create things in Salesforce, manage things that people may break in Salesforce, or
Yeah,
teach other people how to use or pull reports on a company level inside Salesforce and help manage the information that goes through there.
exactly.
That's interesting. So there's different varieties of activities that you can do within the program itself
Yeah,
that are
this is the
incredibly
different.
useful.
Yeah, exactly. The most interesting point of the Salesforce is Salesforce offers an ecosystem. So you can be different side of the different part of the Salesforce. So it's amazing thing.
Yeah, that feeds directly into whatever your strong suit is. If you like to work with people and would like to do reporting, or if you'd like to be more behind the scenes and create things for
Exactly.
them. So that's
Exactly.
sounds like a good fit for a variety of people. That's really great. Um, how, I guess, easy would you say it is to maybe find a position working with Salesforce, or maybe what the opportunities might be in different locations like Europe, Turkey, Canada, the
Mhm.
United States?
Now Salesforce is I know that Salesforce is number one CRM right now. So, Salesforce is a customer
Mhm.
relationship management program. So mostly it's total share of. Uh, so I can say 70% of its share is USA. So because it
Oh, wow.
started
Okay.
in USA, so it's first step. It's first big step in was in USA. After then, right now in Europe, it's extended. So in United Kingdom, it's like a second one, and after then, the France or Netherlands, there are a lot of companies which try to understand, which try to acquire or integrate their system into Salesforce system. And in Turkey. in Turkey, the station is quite different, but it's on the future, it's on the beyond, because now
Okay.
the company started to use Salesforce because it's more efficient and you can integrate all of your programs, external
Yeah.
programs into Salesforce platform. So that's why now it's growth trend. It's on the growth trend, I can say.
That's fantastic. So would you say that maybe that's why a company would want to switch to Salesforce, is so that they can combine maybe multiple programs they may be using as
Yeah,
their customer relationship management over multiple
yeah.
platforms? This allows them to pull it all into one. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. Normally, the general automation programs, they
Hmm.
offer automation abilities. You can create automations. You can make your tasks more fluent, more efficient. There, it is common thing for all the
Yeah.
automation programs. But the different and a special aspect of the Salesforce is integration part, because there are a lot of programs that
Mm.
Salesforce platform offers, and also some external programs that may be easily integrated to the Salesforce platform. So it's I can say, and it's really important for the automation program, especially for the Salesforce.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So as you talked about a little bit ago, um, Salesforce is not necessarily losing popularity at all. So, in your
Yeah.
opinion, do you think that it is set? It's obviously have a large presence in the United States. You said it seems to be on the rise in Turkey. Do you think that there'll be a continued growth as it spreads outside of the main countries it's located in right now, and just continue to become more popular than it is right now?
Yeah, exactly. There are several reasons why Salesforce is so popular today. So one
Hmm.
of the main reasons is that it offers a wide range of tools and features that are designed to help business streamline their
Hmm.
operations and improve their customer relationships. So these tools include customer relationship management, sales automation, marketing
Hmm.
automation, customer service, and other things which whole companies needs to automate if they try to
Right.
be in the 21st century. So yeah,
Right, if they want to move forward, that's for sure. They'll need to do some sort of
you're already
automation to
convinced.
continue to streamline it. Right, as soon as your business begins to grow and you have more customers to deal with and more employees to deal with, and having that all centrally located in one platform that you can use is obviously going to be
Yeah,
beneficial to the company and what they need to do. Are there any skills that someone would need to have, or maybe that they already have already, that makes them most suited to do a job like Salesforce on any of the three certifications, or is it really open to any skill set because it's quite easy to learn?
yeah. Uh, I think that everything is learnable, but so everything is
Some things
learnable,
easier
but
than others.
but for the Salesforce, they don't need to know coding, or they don't have to know coding or the Salesforce. It's just about having a time, giving it time to study or work on it. But for
Mhm.
example, 6 months, but intensive program with intensive program, it's possible to learn and understand and going into the market. So, but of course, the understanding some of the program or learning a new coding language isn't easy. But for the Salesforce, it's understandable, and if you give a convenient time to learn it,
Mhm.
you will understand Salesforce, I can say.
Yeah, everything is learnable if you put in enough time, right?
Yeah,
Depending
there
on
are a
your
lot of source.
dedication.
Yeah,
Yeah, your dedication and commitment to what you're learning is going to play a huge role. And Wise Quarter opens or offers a boot camp style, right? So it's
yeah.
very intensive and instructor led, right? You guys have live courses, is that correct? The professors are there, the instructors are there. You guys are teaching them in person, hands-on practice. Is that right?
Yeah, for the boot
Great.
camps, what I can say is normally in this century you can learn
Hmm.
everything on the internet. There are a lot of sources on the internet, but especially point is while learning it, you need someone to control your learning process. Continuous feedback you need, because yeah, you can learn it, but there are a lot of stuff on the internet that 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 may disrupt your concentration or disrupt your focus. So that's why if you want to learn something in specific period, you
Mhm.
there are two options. In first option, you have to have a strong and solid will
Mhm.
to go forward, to going forward what you want to learn. Or second thing, you can obtain, you can start a boot camp, which can be vice quarter.
Yes, definitely. And then you have a very structured, paced learning agenda, right? Like they're
Yeah,
teaching you this learning plan on how what steps build on each other, starting on the baseline and providing the proper building blocks to make sure that you're successful at the
yeah,
end with some guidance from administrators and professors.
yeah,
That's really great that pretty much anybody can learn the skill. And we know that right now it's growing substantially. With what I've learned, anyways, from Salesforce after talking with a few instructors and also just doing some online research, is it's a very strong skill set to have, and you can work for pretty much anyone at that point. You are then open to all career paths, whether it be aerospace, technology, retail, customer service, merchandising, anything that you're looking for, anyone that uses Salesforce as a platform, you now have an open door into that business.
yeah, of
Do you
course.
have experience with some of your students that have successfully moved on into maybe a career path or a role with a company that they weren't familiar with before taking their Salesforce certification?
Uh, right now, I started to instruct something in it's vice quarter now for now. So that's why I don't have any example right like that. But
Uh-huh.
what I can say about it is normally the certification is very important for the Salesforce platform. So the
Yeah.
companies which use the Salesforce platform, they try to make their people, their employees certificated. So they can offer a time, they can compensate their exam costs
Hmm.
to obtain these certificates. What I can I say? So the having the Salesforce certification is really proof that you can able to, or you are able to present or offer this as a job.
Yes, absolutely. So, like you mentioned, there's tons of things you can learn on the internet. You can get started or teach yourself anything you want to know with the right level of discipline from the internet. But presenting that to a future employer, saying, I know Salesforce without
Yeah,
any certification or completion that shows you actually know and have tested and proven that you know what you're doing. It makes it invaluable, really, to have that additional certification to present to a prospective employer.
yeah,
So that's really great that you guys offer it, and you offer it in such a short period of time.
yeah.
You know,
6 months.
six
Yeah,
months, and then you all have mentoring and interview assistants, like training for the students as well. Is that correct?
yeah, which is really important because I think it is the one of the most important thing when you want to, or when you examine the boot camps. So
Hmm.
one-to-one mentoring is really important because you can have a personal feedback on your current status, on the way learning Salesforce. So when you have as a student, when you have this feedback, you can concentrate the true path for you. So yeah, it's really important, I can say, and crucial.
Absolutely. Yes. Going into one moment. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I apologize. I'm glad this is recording because I'm still recovering from being sick,
No
and so
worries, no worries.
I had to cough, and I didn't want to do that on your ear. Yeah, it's very crucial to have that sort of feedback when it comes to interviewing, especially if you're not a seasoned professional. Maybe you haven't been in a corporate environment or worked with large or small companies for an extended period of time. Having those mock interviews that teach you specifically what you can personally improve on is incredibly helpful when you're walking
Yeah,
into one, so that you're not caught off guard or you're not really sure how to respond, answer, or communicate in those situations. So that's really a great benefit that Wise Quarter has for their students when they go through the training for their
Exactly.
Salesforce certification. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. I know the conversation has been fairly brief but informative. I really appreciate that. Is there anything that maybe you'd like to add or cover that we didn't talk about in the last few minutes of our conversation?
What can I say is, and starting new thing is always possible. So if you want to change your career path, don't have a doubts about it. There is always a solution over there. So you just have to choose right friend or right mentor to keep going on this path. So for the, especially
Absolutely.
the Salesforce, the Salesforce is right now growing and it promises the future. So in this at this point, uh, I suggest the people who are interested in the new technologies, automations, and integrations. So if they want to be part of these technologies or Salesforce, and if they want to learn Salesforce, we invite them to Vice Quarter. And thank you so much for your time. It was a pleasure to meet with you.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for taking your time. And yeah, don't be scared to take the leap, right? If you're interested, go ahead and move forward with it and see, you'll be surprised where it can take you. I
Yeah,
appreciate your time talking with me today, and it was very nice to meet you.
thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, it's done.